Remember a couple weeks ago when I said we'd be playing a game of chicken with the Panamanian authorities? Well,
Coiba park rangers just pulled up.
Y yo no sé, ¿es camping? Oh no.
Unfortunately, our time on the Reef has been cut short. But truth be told, we're pretty excited about our next destination. Other cruisers rave about the hospitality of the locals, and the protection is supposed to be unmatched against that pesky Pacific swell. But we're short on time, and even shorter on cash. And while if you've been here before, you'll know we're hanging out in one of the most lightning-heavy regions of the world in the height of rainy season. We'll see how this goes.
And we had the closest lightning strike, I think, of our time sailing yet.
We're Will and Em.
Say something cool.
And we're living on the hook in our sailboat, Appa. For nearly a decade, we planned and plotted our escape from the Fire Nation, aka our day jobs, and now we're hightailing it on the high seas aboard our sailing Bison. Appa got the zoomies. After a year of isolation in the remote Sea of Cortez, we're venturing south towards a new ocean with new friends, and of course our trusty sidekick, Lou Dog. Subscribe, kick your feet up, and join us on our quest to master the elements and sail everywhere. Okay, well, it finally happened.
Camping? Y yo no sé, ¿es camping? Oh no.
Yeah, the Coiba park rangers just pulled up. I had just finished the water line. I was coming up for a glass of water, a little break before going to the deep part of cleaning the bottom. And yeah, they were just pulling up real nice and quiet right then. They were super polite, told us to contact somebody to pay online. No problems, good day, everything's beautiful. Pretty chill.
Yeah, the only weird thing was that they wanted like official Coast Guard numbers for the boat. And we're not checked into the country technically, so that gave us a little bit of pause, but like, that's our own fault. We can't be mad about that. And also, we were told by our canal agent that if we ever run into trouble to just show them our zarpe saying that we're headed to Panama City. And this is a couple 100-mile jump from Costa Rica to Panama City, so like...
reasonable to stop here and there.
Yeah, so hopefully we don't run into any trouble, and we're going to go over to Honda, drop off a bunch of stuff for the village there, and hang out in the calm water for probably the week while Will works, and then we're going to jump down to the southernmost tip of Coiba just because it's the best location to jump to Panama City from. There's like no obstruction. We can just kind of like ride a single tack for the majority of the trip.
Most have to look at provisions.
Yeah.
Lots to do. But yeah, that was the Coast Guard? No, that was the park rangers.
Those are the park rangers, yeah. So, always a little nervous running into authority in a foreign country when there's a language barrier, especially when there's a language barrier, but they seemed polite enough.
Mm-hmm.
Just want their money. Wouldn't we all?
Don't we all?
Alright, I'll get you a beer now.
Alright, we are out of Isla Canal, headed towards Bahia Honda, which is right behind me, in that giant storm. This is the place all the storm's been coming from. We're going right there. It's one of the best rated anchorages I've ever seen. You can hear the thunder maybe. But no, we're pretty excited. It's gonna be nice. Looking forward to it.
I'm enjoying this nice rain. It's a little chilly. I got the long sleeves on. And I got a contact about a project I'm working on, which I'm very excited about. So I'm messaging with him right now, see what's up. And it's pretty chill, honestly. I mean, we're motoring, which sucks, but it's good for the angry batteries. But it's chill.
Oh well, digital nomad life. Those are Will's work shirts that he left out to wash in the rain. This is a place that other cruisers like really rave about. Towns are really cool. The local hosts are really cool. It's really calm in here. There's great wave protection. And it sounds like there's like some mangroves and stuff that you can go see. So there's a lot to do here, a lot to see, and just like the vibes are all around good. You have a lot of opportunities when you're out in more remote destinations to meet with smaller villages who don't have a lot and don't have access to a lot, and being able to assist them and give back to them. It's just a cool way to interact with these communities that you would otherwise never even hear of. Just looking forward to giving back a little bit, looking forward to seeing the village, and looking forward to being in calm water for sure. This is where our story with Bahia Honda goes a little bit dark, and for that, we apologize. It's not that we don't want to share these moments with you all, but please keep in mind that we strongly value every individual's right to privacy. While getting to know Kennedy, Olivia, and their boys, as well as Edwin and Rosalind, the local hosts, was an incredible experience that we wish we could share with you here, shoving a camera in their face and filming every interaction felt really disingenuous. If you're a fellow cruiser and you're headed this way, please consider stopping by and meeting these wonderful people. If you're able to help out, you can check out the Bahia Honda pin on No Foreign Land, or reach out in whatever local WhatsApp group you're in to see if there's any specific items the village may need.
We made it to Honda. It's an all-out storm. We had like 4-foot waves in here. It's supposed to be the calmest anchorage ever. As soon as we put our anchor down, we had giant waves. Oh, here are our eggs. That's how much it's raining. Nothing's keeping up. Our eggs are full. All right, I just went to move those eggs, and we had the closest lightning strike, I think, of our time sailing yet. It was wild. You can kind of see like the mountain right there. It hit right in front of that mountain, which can't be a mile away. It has to be less than a mile away. And yeah, the thunder that came through here was wild. All right, it is a nice rainy afternoon here in Bahia Honda. Edwin, who owns the house here that we're anchored outside of, he's been talking about wanting to go spearfishing and otherwise normal fishing. So he's gonna come over in he has a panga, he's gonna come over in his panga any minute here. I've got all the spearfishing stuff out. I've got my normal fishing stuff out. Gonna use some of our new lures. And yeah, hopefully this goes well. Fishing in the rain. Alright, got the trolling mountains out. We just got out of the bay, maybe it was protected or something. Wasted no time. 2 lines right in the water.
Me and all my friends. We got visited this morning by Olivia, who is Kennedy's wife, and one of their kids. They came by and dropped off some fruits for us. One of which is these red bananas right here. I've never had those before. We have never had those before. We're not exactly sure how to eat them, so we're gonna have to look that up. She said to wait until they get more red and to keep them out of the sun, because that's all we have so far. And we passed along, I had a huge bag of clothes that I offloaded, which was mutually beneficial. Thankfully, she's close in size to me. But yeah, we've offloaded a few things to them, and then Edwin, the guy who owns the little like Airbnb hotel that you can't see because Paddleport is in the way, just off the beach there, he came by and dropped off even more stuff. He gave us some cilantro. These are grapefruits. These actually came from Olivia, but look at how big this grapefruit is. The thing's huge. So we got some grapefruits, we got some limes, lemons and limes, some hot peppers, coconuts, and the cutest little pineapple you've ever seen. Look at this. He's so little. But he smells really good. He's ripe. We're definitely going to cut him up today. And some wild ginger root as well. So lots of good stuff. Always love fresh produce, especially this stuff that mostly grows in the wild, they said. And they just kind of like go back into the property and cut it down. So it's been a very eventful morning for us. Way more eventful than our mornings usually are in terms of external activity. But it's also Labor Day Monday, so Will does not have to work today. We're hanging out, and I think our plan for today is to lower the dinghy, get the outboard back on it, and either do a little tour of the bay and just see what the place is all about, or there is a mangrove around the corner. We'll go over and potentially go up the mangrove and see if we can find a beach for the dog. Edwin has 4 dogs, so he requested that we do not bring our dog onto his beach, and instead we'll go see if there's either a beach up the river or at low tide. There are definitely a few spots that open up around this area of the bay. So plenty of options for Lou, which is great because he wasn't allowed in National Park the last week. So he is definitely ready to get off this boat.
Woo! I'm pumped. Happy vacation day.
Did you get the shot?
I did. Appa's a great looking boat. Alright, no crocodiles, no snakes.
There's a big log right here.
List. I'm the father of the dog, and I think he's gonna shit 5 times.
I'm the mother of the dog, and I think he's gonna shit 3 times. Get out of here! See if I fall out of the boat.
I had to pee when we left the boat. I was like, we're going right to the beach, I'll be fine. We dinghied around for like 30 minutes. We've seen the whole cove. Look at all that rain out there. That's Lou taking his first shit, maybe second, I don't know.
Lou, do you feel the ooze?
Hey Lou.
Oh, there I go.
Lou, there's sand down here. You wanna come down this way? Lou dog, just keep coming this way, buddy. There you go. Look, to turn into sand right here. Where are you? See sand. Isn't that nice? I like sand. Oh, we got water coming out from the forest, from the jungle. You guys know what that usually means. Want to do some exploring. Lou, are you watching out for snakes and crocs? It's a good boy. Hi, buddy. It's a tree. You swimming? You swimming in Panama?
I feel like you're going to get so sick of us saying this in every single episode, but you guys, Panama has been an absolute dream. For those of you who aren't frequent flyers here and may not be aware, our videos are about 3 months behind real time. So all that you're witnessing now has already come and gone, and we've already had time to process everything we've seen and done. Our first impression of Panama in the islands just over the border from Costa Rica definitely set our expectations high, but honestly, we've yet to be let down. When you're on the move all the time, every new destination feels exciting and fresh. But there's definitely something different about this place. I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that we've been moving so fast over the last year, and now we finally have a moment to breathe. Time has passed in a wild, vibrant blur. It feels like a lie to say at this point last year, we were all the way back in Mexico, meeting our pirate gang for the first time. But somehow, someway, that is in fact the truth. We had yet to cross a single windjet, or brave the bar in El Salvador. We were still getting normal amounts of sleep at night, and hadn't started worrying about what new leaks every drop of rain would uncover. Lightning was a thing of myth from faraway lands. Will and I tend to be a little critical of ourselves. It's far from second nature for either of us to look back and feel as though the things we've done are accomplishments, and not just the things we do. But this year was tough, damn it, and I'm really proud of us for pushing through and completing our goals for this season. I'm on a bit of a tangent here, my bad, but I guess what I'm trying to say is there is still so much to share with you, and we hope you love it as much as we did. I am sorry about the inconsistency of our timing lately, but I promise it'll be worth it by the time Season 3 makes its debut. We've been working on some really cool things over here that we cannot wait to talk about. So if you're interested in seeing where we are and what we're doing in real time, here is our shameless plug for Patreon. Otherwise, we'll see you right here on the channel for the continuation of Season 2 sometime soon. Happy holidays, everyone. Yep.